Hi students, in today's class, let's check real numbers exercise 1.4, question numbers 1 to 3. So the question is, without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So here, all the numbers are represented as fractions, that is in the P by Q form. So all these are rational numbers. Now, we know the rational numbers can have either terminating decimal expansions or non-terminating repeating decimal expansions. So here in the question they have asked us to find out whether these numbers have a terminating or non-terminating repeating without performing long division. So in the theorem you have learned, after we factorize the denominator, if the denominator is of the form 2 raised to m 5 raised to n, then you can say it has a terminating decimal expansion. And if the denominator is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, then you can say it has a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So let's check with the first question. That is 13 by 3125. So when you factorize 3125, you get in the denominator 5 raised to 5 and in the numerator it is 13. So the next step is check if there are any common factors. Here there are no common factors, so there is nothing to cancel. So these numbers are co-prime. That is, it has only one as a common factor. So now check the denominator. If the denominator is of the form 5 raised to m or 2 raised to n or 5 raised to m 2 raised to n, then you can say it has a terminating decimal expansion. So here if you check, it is 5 raised to 5, that is, it has a terminating decimal expansion. Second question, that is 17 by 8. So first you have to factorize the denominator. When you factorize the denominator, you get 2 cubed. And in the numerator, it is 17. 17 is a prime number, so you cannot factorize further. And when you check, these are co-prime because there is only one as a common factor between them. So just check the denominator. The denominator is of the form 2 raised to m. So you can say it has a terminating decimal expansion. The third number is 64 by 455. So when you factorize 455, you get in the denominator 5 into 7 into 13. And in the numerator, when you factorize 64, you get 2 raised to 6. So there are no common factors, that is, these two are co-prime. And if you check the denominator, you can see there is a factor 7 and 13 other than 5. That means it is not of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. So you can say it has a non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. So the thing is, in the denominator you have to get only in terms of 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. If you are having any other factors, you can say it is non-terminating and repeating. The fourth question is 15 by 1600. So when you factorize 1600, you get 2 raised to 6 into 5 square. And in the numerator, it is 3 into 5. So you can cancel 1, 5 as it is a common factor. Now it is co-prime. And in the denominator, it is of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. So you can say it is a terminating decimal expansion. Now the fifth question, 29 by 343. When you factorize 343, you get 7 cube, and in the numerator it is 29. There is no common factors. So in the denominator, if you check, it is not of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. So it has a non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. The sixth question, if you check itself, you can see it is of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. 23 is a prime number, so no common factors. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. That is 23 by 2 cube 5 square. Terminating decimal expansion. Seventh question is 129 by 2 square, 5 raised to 7, 7 raised to 5. 129 when you factorize, you get 43 into 3 by 2 square into 5 raised to 7 into 7 raised to 5. So here there is a factor 7 along with 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. So you can say it is not of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. That is, if you have any other factor along with 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, you can say it is non-terminating and repeating. Now the eighth one, you can factorize 6 as 3 into 2 and 15 as 3 into 5. So when you cancel, you get in terms of 5. So it has a terminating decimal expansion. And 35 by 50, if you check, you can see 50 can be written as 5 square into 2 and 35 as 7 into 5. So when you cancel, it is of the form 5 raised to m into 2 raised to n. That is, it has a terminating decimal expansion. And the last one you can do by yourself. It's very easy. Just check the denominator. There should be only factors 2 or 5 or 2 and 5. Sometimes you may get questions like this. That is, after how many decimal places will the decimal expansion terminate? So you know the rational numbers can have terminating decimal expansion. So they are asking you after how many decimal places will this decimal expansion terminate. Without performing the long division, you have to factorize the numerator and denominator and then cancel the common terms and write it down. So here 1600 is factorized as 2 raised to 6 into 5 square, and in the numerator when you factorize, you get it as 3 into 5. Now cancel the common terms and then the expression is of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, and from here in the exponents take the highest power. So here the highest power is 6. So the decimal expansion will terminate after 6 decimal places. And sometimes the question will be directly given like this. That is, there are no common factors and the denominator is of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. So check the highest power in the denominator. So here the 4 is the highest power. So after 4 decimal places. So the second question is, write down the decimal expansion of those rational numbers in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansions. We have got 13 by 3125 as terminate. Now we have to show the decimal expansion of this number. So what you have to do is keep 13 as the dividend and 3125 as the divisor. Now do the long division. In 13,000, 3125 goes 4 times. So 3125 into 4 is 12,500. So when you subtract, you get 500. So in 5,000, 3125 goes once. That is 3125. Now in 18,750, 3125 goes 6 times. That is 3125 into 6 is equal to 18,750. So you get it as 0. So the decimal expansion of 13 by 3125 is 0.00416. Next number that you got as terminating decimal expansion is 17 by 8. So when you do the long division, you get 17 as the dividend and 8 as the divisor. Twice 16, 10, so 0.1, 8, 20, 2 times 16, so 40, 5 times 40, 0. So you get it as 2.125. So this is the terminating decimal expansion for 17 by 8. The next number is 15 by 1600. When you do the long division, you get in 15,000, 1600 goes 9 times, 14,400. In 6,000, 1600 goes 3 times. So you get it as 4,800. In 12,000, 1600 goes 7 times. So 1600 into 7 is 11,200. So you get in 8,000, 1600 goes 5 times. So you get, that is 15 by 1600 can be written as a terminating decimal expansion 009375. There are some more numbers that you can do by yourself. So the last question of this exercise is, the following real numbers have decimal expansions as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form P by Q, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? So in the first question, if you check, you can see it has a terminating decimal expansion. So you have learned the decimal expansion of rational numbers are either terminating or non-terminating and repeating. So here you got a terminating decimal expansion. So you can say it is a rational number. So in the question it is asked, if it is a rational number, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? That is, rational numbers can be expressed in the P by Q form. What is the prime factorization of Q? Here the prime factorization of Q will be of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, that you have learned in the theorem. In the second question, if you check, you can see there are some dots here. That means this is non-terminating decimal expansion. And if you check the numbers after the decimal, it does not repeat. That is, there are different numbers. That means it is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansion. We know that only irrational numbers will have non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansions. So this is an irrational number. Now the third question. If you check this decimal expansion, you can see the numbers after the decimal repeats. So this is non-terminating and repeating decimal expansions. You know, the rational numbers can have either terminating or non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. So here it is non-terminating and repeating. So you can say it is a rational number. So in the question it is asked, if they are rational and of the form P by Q, what can you say about the factors of Q? If it is non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion, the factors of Q will not be of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. That is, it will not be of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, where m and n are non-negative integers. Thank you.